I was kind of caught off guard. So now that mirror's there. I like the mirror being there for my room, but actually when I'm doing this, then you can see the screen, and that's diverting. So maybe I'm going to try and put a plant in the way of that. Where does that need to be? Up there? Up there. There we go. Almost. And then it's as if there's no laptop. How is everyone? Let me know, please. It's Friday, and it feels like a Friday. Nice and sunny. What are you doing with your Fridays? Hopefully, a little bit of yoga. So today, today again, I've just gone for the alliteration of long legs and Barre. So Fridays is going to be some core work, and sometimes when we think of core, we just think six pack. Core does include your hip flexors, so down into your hips, your glutes, and working our glutes is always beneficial because sometimes these little guys can be, big guys can be quite lazy. So we get lower back pain, we can get issues in our legs, knees, stuff like that. So it's always good to work those. So today we're going to focus more kind of on hips and legs. Next week I think it will be more traditional kind of trunk work. So we're going to begin with some yoga stretches for our legs. And then we're going to come into a little line, so it's all kind of down on the mat. A leg sequence that I do in Barre, which is my favourite. So we're going to do that. And then a few little stretches afterwards. So it's kind of a nice gentle one, but at the same time you should really hopefully feel some burn in your legs. That's the plan. So if you're there, please say hello. Just grab some water. Say hello, hello, hello. Okay. So I think we're going to start by lying down today. So whenever you're ready, lie down on your mat, please. Find a comfortable space. And it's always nice, I know I keep saying this lately, but it is really nice to try to draw a line and enter into yoga. So in the same way in martial arts, you kind of, as you come in and out of the dojo, you would say, oh, cool, okay, nice. Yeah, you kind of honour your practice, you're coming onto your mat. So sometimes we can be like, get the mat out and this is going, but you're still checking your phone or the TV's still going and there's still chaos around. We can't always deal with all the chaos, but sometimes just, okay, commit, you're on your mat now. Take a few deep breaths. So just lying down. I think it might just be us, guys. So then I know you guys could definitely do these ones. Lying down, taking deep breaths. And then just sucking your chin into your chest to really lengthen your neck. Allow yourself to relax. Breathe in deeply. Feeling your belly rise and fall as you breathe. Really breathing into the back of your chest, so feel the connection with your mat as you inhale. Pushing into the mat. Exhale. On your next exhale, bring your right knee into your chest and giving it a hug. Try and stretch your left leg away. It doesn't matter if your leg's away, you can hold the back of the knee or the back of the thigh, or hugging the knee in. Good. Then we're going to bring the left leg up and we're going to come into a keyhole stretch. You're placing your right ankle onto your left thigh. So if you need to, you can just rest the foot down, or you can bring that up. You can thread your right hand between the legs and then you're gripping behind the left thigh. So in this position, flexing your ankle. So the dorsiflex is it's not easy because they're both flexes, whether you're pointing your toes or not. So we want the toes to come back towards the knee. So it just means those muscles are engaged, the knee joint is a bit more protected. And hug here. So in this one, we're stretching out our glutes, so the side of our hips. This is the same stretch you do in this kind of position standing up or in pigeon pose. Just breathe. Hold that stretch. Good. And release. Extend arms and legs long, arm cross, and then go to the other side. So to begin with, left knee into your chest and give that hug. Good. And then from there, bringing the right knee in, placing the ankle onto that thigh, hold it and bring it in, flexing those toes. Hey, Gemma. Good. This is a good one. Bit of yoga and a little bit of a workout as well. Stretching out. Good. Then stretching all the body long again. We're going to come up onto all fours. So you can roll onto your side, push yourself up, or if you want to, you can rock and roll. If you're rocking and rolling, focus on your contact with the floor. So imagine you're just massaging your back, slowly touching more and more of the back onto the floor, and then eventually coming up, and then coming onto all fours. So you might need to shuffle up this. So just hands down, we're just going to warm up the spine a little through our cat-cows. Good. And then just pausing in your neutral spine. We're going to contract out our core muscles, our transverse muscles. So I want you to really inhale, exhale. Imagine you're trying to squeeze that tight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Make yourself as small as you can. Belly button in. Try and hold that, but carry on breathing deeply. So they're not mutually exclusive. Not mutually exclusive. You can still hold that contraction and breathe deeply. Good. And then just release. And back into your cat-cows. Really stretching and lengthening. Good. Come back and hold that contraction again. Release. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale as you exhale, contracting in. Release. Exhale once more. Hold that spine in. Hold, hold, hold. Make your spine through your core. Just really trying to engage those deeper core muscles. Release. Okay, so I want you to activate those. We're going to go through our bird dogs. These are great ones just to get your core engaged. So often in workouts, we tend to do core work at the end because we're down onto the mat and we can do some core work. But sometimes it's really nice just to do a few things at the beginning. So it really kind of prompts you, gets your posture in a nice position, activates those muscles to begin with, and then they're working throughout whatever you're doing next. So equally, nice to do it in the morning because then maybe it cues you through the rest of the day. So extending the right leg out, left arm out, and then lifting that leg up. And again, even then, your body wants to go higher than it needs to. Just try and get that leg level. Make sure your hips facing down. Engage those muscles again, and then bring in knee to elbow. So try not to move that lower back. Keeping the movement still and steady. We're going to do 5 on this side. Take your time and to inhale as you extend. Exhale as you close in. When you've done your 5, release releasing down. Just push back into elbow. Stretch the spine, lengthen the arms. And then come back up. Other side. So extend left leg. Parker's just having a little snooze, snoring away. Stretch him. Try and get your alignment first. Engage those muscles, and then come in. If you find every time I say engage the muscles, they're not engaged and you have to re-engage them, that's fine. The muscles aren't necessarily used to holding that, so they want to relax. So we just try and contract them again. Inhale as you extend. Exhale as you come in. Really still. When you've done your 5, just releasing your hand and knee back down to the mat. Stretch up in your cat. And then in. Good. Okay, we're just going to do a little bit of leg stretching and then we come into our bar sequence. So stepping forwards with your right foot into the low lunge. You know these ones. These are the ones I do all the time. They're my faves. So into your low lunge. Your options are always, you can reach up. So you're really lengthening the left side. You can reach across. Or up with both arms, coming into more of a back bend. Or coming into a rotation. So I know some people don't like that. I give so many options. They just want to be told what to do. But I give you options just because I think sometimes when you're doing them on your own or even now, you think, oh, I don't want to do that one. Oh, I'll do this one instead. So it's just nice to know what you can do. Good. Shifting the weight back, toes up. Stretch out those hamstrings. So really, again, I know it's the same cues, but from here, if you actively try and push those hips behind you, immediately you're going to feel much more of a stretch. Good. Coming forward, hands down, step back into a down dog. Lengthen that spine, step your legs out. And then we're going to do the other side. Okay. So left leg forwards, your back knee comes down. You keep the toes tucked or untuck them. Lower yourself into that stretch. So whatever you're doing with your arms, just make sure it doesn't distract you when you lift out of that stretch. So just keep stretching down. Digging down with that heel. And again, if you want to reaching up, so you're always reaching up with the opposite arm because you're trying to make this side that we're stretching as long as possible. You want to come in over. What a gorgeous day it is outside. Coming back to center, both thumbs up if you wanted to, into the back bend or into your rotation. Right, forwards, hands down, shift your weight back, toes up. Again, really feel that stretch. Ooh. Really trying to lengthen your spine, or where even I should be upright, so really I should get blocks out. So this is the thing, sometimes you think, I'm just doing this. Actually, it would be handy for me to do that so I can keep a long spine. Otherwise, I tend to lean down, and you can see that my lower back is starting to round. So I'd be better up here. So I'm just gonna stay up here. Good. Coming forward, stepping back, down dog. Roll forwards into your plank. Lower yourself down. Inhale into your back bend. Good. Cross your ankles over, push back, and leg out front. So we're going to come to lying down on our sides. So if you can, you want your mat space, and we might be swinging our legs out. So if you can, just allow yourself that space to swing your leg forwards. So we're going to go through a sequence. Yeah, I must just sorry Gemma, I must just be able to figure out the number of letters or something. It'd be good if everyone just had a colour as their backdrop, that would be really handy. Okay, so on your side. Coming down. So, we're going to lift our legs up. So we want a little bit of turnout. So you're trying to get your knee, it's almost like you're leading with your knee. So we're not side leg lifting at the moment. We're turning that foot out, lifting with the knee, lifting up and lifting down. We're going to do that for 8. So when you're doing these, again, your stomach will just be just laying out on the floor. So it's a good opportunity just to try and engage those core muscles. Imagine you're trying to just create a little bit of space underneath you. Up and down. Similar to Pilates and core work, the slower you go, the tougher it can be. So we don't want to go too fast. My counting is sporadic at the best of times, so you can stick with me and do roughly 8, or if you want to count, then please count your own. I'm going to say this one's 7 and 8. Good. And from here, similar movement, but we're going to lift up, and then we're going to bend the knee and extend the leg out. So lift it up, bend the knee, push it out. So when you push out, it's almost like you're creating your own tension, like you're trying to push that leg through treacle. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lift it up. I can feel that already. And we're only just beginning. I don't know, it's like 5, maybe 6. Try and keep going until the end of the little set. But one more. Good. And then you can, if you can hold the tension, but if you just need to give them a little shake, then do. So we're going to do the same, but in reverse. So this time we bend the leg, extend. So I want you to, if you're bending the leg and your extension is here, that's fine. I just want you to try and get really, so you contract that quad muscle. So it doesn't matter where your leg is, you're trying to get as high as you can, but I want a straight leg. And then lower back down. Woo, that's really hurting already. Okay. 2. I'm going to count these on so you don't do extra. 3. Remember your core. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Okay. Release those bits. So we're going to do the same kind of movements, but out to the front. So bend in your bottom knee, just for a little extra support. So we started with a straight leg. We're going to sweep the leg out, bend the knee, push the leg back. So we're working, you should be able to feel, we're working all these kind of glute muscles around your hips. Really good. Hopefully some muscles that you haven't been aware of at all or in the recent weeks. Okay, what's that? So 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Okay, and you may have guessed, we're going to do it in reverse. So bend in the knee, fully extend, and back down. Like I said, it doesn't matter where your extension, so if your extension's here, but just really so we get that quad working. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Wait, that was both ways, wasn't it? Yeah, okay, cool. So they're done. So now, legs straight. So we're going to tap our toes behind, lift it up, and then tap your heel in front. Lift up, tapping the toes behind, and then tapping the heel in front. Okay, so that's 2. Heel in front, toes behind for 3. 4. 5. 6. 2 more. 7. 8. Good. Yeah, you might need to give that a little massage. Okay, so we give that a little bit of a break now. We're going to place that to the top leg, the foot is placed behind. We're now going to focus on that bottom leg, on our abductor. Sorry, our adductor. Sorry, there's abductors and adductors. So add is the middle, like you're adding to your center line, and abductors on the outside, stretching away. So to begin with, adductors. So we're going to lift that leg up and down. And again, it doesn't matter if you're just, as long as you just get that contraction. So it doesn't matter how high you lift. Lift as high as you can. But again, be aware you don't want to be swinging back so you end up kind of just lifting with the front of the leg. So try and keep your hips facing forwards. We're going to do 8. And then on the 8th one, I'd like you to stay up and then you're going to pulse for 16. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. Stay up, tiny pulses for 16. And release down. Good. Then into clamshell. So now we're working on the outside again. So bring your knees forwards, roughly in front of your hips. Your feet are together and they stay together. We're going to hinge open. So your ego and your body want to be like, woohoo, trying to swing open, but we want to keep the hips facing forward. So I tend to put my hand there just as a reminder. So you'll just squeeze, 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 squeeze those glutes. And that's as high as I can go. So that's all I'm doing. 2, 3, keep the hips forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, and on 8 we stay up and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Stay up. If you want to make it harder, if you're done, feel free. These are add-ons now. You can keep the leg, the thigh still, and you extend and flex at the knee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You guessed it. Stay out on 8 and pulse up. Straight leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep going. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow, you should really feel that. Okay, that is that leg done. So we're going to just roll onto our front before we do the other side. So these are frog lifts. So what I want you to do is widen your knees to the edge of your mat, and then flex it at the knees, bring the heels together so heels are touching. Rest yourself down, and we're going to squeeze the upper hamstrings and the glutes to try and lift the knees and the thighs off the mat. So your body may want to kind of body pop and bring your torso up as well. We're trying to keep the torso down, just so the lower back doesn't get involved. We're trying to isolate where this movement comes from. Again, if you barely see any movement, it's fine. It's the contraction we're after. So, lifting for 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And rest. Okay, so we're switching sides. We're going to do the same again on the other leg. So make any adjustments you need to. How's everyone doing? Are you still with me? So you can't quit now because we've only done one side. So we have to even it out on the other side. But at least you know what's coming. So lying down. So to begin with, we do our legs up and down. Remember, we're turning that leg out to try and lead with the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going straight into the next round. So up, bend the knee, extend that leg, straight leg, lift up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember your core. 6, 7, 8. And reverse. Bend the knee, fully extend, lower down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. 8. Good. Take a rest. Bring that bottom knee forwards just to give you a bit more grounding, and then we're going to sweep the leg forward. So starting straight leg, sweep it out, bend the knee, extend back, just squeezing that glute to get that leg back. Squeeze. 2, Keep breathing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and reverse. Bend the knee, extend, and go back. 1. Really be feeling that now. 2, 3. Really straighten that leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Ooh, have a little rest. And then we straighten both legs out. Toe tap behind, heel tap in front. So toes down, lifting up, heel down. 1. Oh God, feel this already. 2. We're going for 8. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. One more. 8. Rest. A little massage if you need to, a little wobble. And then we're going to plant that sole of the foot behind the bottom leg. And then we're lifting up. I'm trying to keep, so try not to roll onto your back, try to stay on the side. We're on the side of the leg, doing the inside of the leg doing the work. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Clamshells. Knees in front of the hips. Feet together. Woo. Take a little breather. And then remember, we just hinge. Oh. That's going to be painful. Hips are forwards. Don't let that top hip creep back. 1. Squeezing the glute to create the movement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Stay if you can. Extend. So you're trying to keep that thigh still. Just flex and extending the knee. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay out to 8 and pulse. 1, 2. Last one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Woof! Well done. Nice. Rolling onto your back. So, I'm aware for some people these ones feel quite uncomfortable. So if you're in the gym, it's that movement where you sit with your legs wide and you're bringing the machine, your knees together. So another way of doing them, if you have a ball, you can put it between your knees in bridge pose. So you come up into a bridge and you squeeze that ball between your knees. You bring them in. Another one, so lay wide and bring your legs in together. So it's these muscles are having to bring all the legs in. So if you're trying to do them, if you're doing the outside, do the insides, and there's some of the options you can do. So we are going to do some bridges now, and then we stretch. So just making sure your heels are just in reach of your fingertips, your ankles, knees, hips in line, and then we're going to lift up. So when you come up, we're trying to give you this angle. So when you come up, your knees will want to normally come up wide. So I want you to just track your knees in. So again, so even if you're not squeezing those adductors, sometimes it's nice to have a ball or something there just to keep your alignment in place. When you come up and down, your lower back wants to lift off the floor first. So it tends to kind of arch, you lift up, you drop your bum down, and then your lower back. And we want to avoid that. We want to peel off the floor from below. So just slowly tilting your pelvis. You can feel your stomach engage. You lift up, pushing down through the heels, squeezing the glutes to lift. And then gently lowering back down, keeping that pelvic tilted so your lower back touches the floor first, and then your hips. Okay, 1. We're doing for 8. The slower you go, the more intense it is. Good. 2. 3. Giving them your attention. 4. So just make sure the knees are still in line, they're not falling out. If you find that your knees are coming past your ankles, just shuffle the foot out slightly. Equally, if your feet are too far away and you lift up, you're just working more your hamstrings rather than your glutes. So this is a different exercise. So it's not wrong, it just depends what muscle you're trying to target. So while I was chatting, I'm sure you've probably done another one. So let's do 2 more. Good. Your last one. And then we're going to stay up in that bridge. And we're going to hold for 8, for 7. Dig down through the heels. Squeeze the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. You might want to just stretch out first. And then bring your knees in. Give them a little hug. And then we're going to just repeat the stretches we did at the beginning. So coming into your glute stretch. So right ankle onto your left thigh. So either the foot on the floor or lifted. If you can, reaching behind and then flexing that ankle back towards your knee. Good, well done. I hope you're still there. I hope you made it. I hope you don't have many stairs to climb today. Hopefully you will feel that. Good. And then switch sides. So just changing your legs over. Flexing the ankle. Tucking that in towards you. So again, you're trying to feel this in the outside. This time of your left hip. Let's Parker drinking if you can hear that little sound. Oh, good. And then coming back, we're going to come into our low lunges. So you can rock and roll, or you can roll onto your side and gently push yourself up. As always, if you're rock and rolling, try to enjoy that. Okay, make some space, coming forwards with your right foot, please. Ground that leg down. Sink in. Just feel a lovely stretch on the front of that back leg, on your hip flexor. And let's just inhale, reaching the arm, really accentuating that stretch, lifting your chest. Keep breathing. Good. Keeping the legs where they are, gently placing that left hand on the inside of the right foot, reaching up with the right arm, taking your gaze up. Good. Lowering the hand down, shifting your weight back to your hamstring stretch, so toes up. Engage that thigh muscle, so you should see that your kneecap lifts when you engage that muscle. Toes towards you, hips away. Breathe, trying to lengthen your spine. Exhale, trying to go a little deeper. And try to keep your hips level. So if I'm not paying attention, my hip kind of lifts up. So you want to kind of keep them back square. Good. Switch your legs. We're nice and gentle with our transitions on this one. Coming into your low lunge. So you can just stay here. You never need to add the arms, but if you want to, your right arm is reaching up. So again, you're imagining you're lengthening your right side here. Good. Keeping that stretch in the hips. Hand down to the inside and reaching up.
If you ever want to on these ones, you can tuck the toes under, stretch that leg away. That's a lovely stretch, but it also feels like work. So for a cool down, sometimes it's nicer just to allow that knee to be on the floor. Hand down, shifting the weight back, toes up. Breathe in deeply, and you always want to be on the edge of that stretch. So if you get to your tension and you breathe a bit and the tension goes, try to find the tension again. Don't just stay there. You're trying to progress. Loosen up those hamstrings a bit. Big inhale, big exhale. Good. Bring the weight forward, hands down, step back into a down dog, and just allow your spine to lengthen. Walking through those legs. Good. Then bring your knees down, cross the ankles, come back to seated, and then just lengthening the arms up, interlock your fingers, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, coming into a rotation. I've gone to the right, it doesn't really matter, we're going to do both sides. Inhaling up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale forward. Interlock your fingers behind your back. Stretching down, lift your chin. Really pull your shoulder blades away from your ears. Big inhale, and as you exhale, allow yourself to come forward and lift the hands as high as they can go. Again, no ego, no comparison, just as high as your arms can go right now. Release the arms down, interlock the fingers, and then just sweep them in front of you. Stretch forwards in your forward fold. And then gently walk your hands back in, come to seated, inhale, arms up. Palms together, exhale. Namaste. Good. How are you? Are you still talking to me? Is anyone there? Did you stay? Can you hobble over to your phone, to your laptops? Hello? Is anyone there? That's a good answer. Wow. That could go either way. Can you feel that? Danielle, you should definitely feel that after what you've done this morning as well. Anyone plans for today? Tell me some stuff. Nice. Good. Well done, Gemma. Well done, Dan. Good. Yay. Good, good, good. Cool. Okay. Well, I'm pleased that you're there and I'm pleased that you got through it. Have lovely Fridays, like I say. Be careful sitting down, walking downstairs. Yeah, have lovely Fridays, and I will see you Sunday for a cleanse. Okay, bye.